Greetings everyone, this is Danny from harrtravel.com, your Norwegian cruise experts, and today I have the great pleasure of being on board the beautiful Norwegian Joy. My family and I have so many incredible memories that we've made on board this incredible ship, and I can't wait to share her with you today. We're going to tour every public space here on board, go through the different amenities, and of course, keep in mind we have all the rooms and suites on our channel for you to check out, and most importantly, when you're ready to book, make sure you reach out to the experts at Harr Travel. We know the spaces inside and out. We have an amazing relationship with the cruise line, and we know we can help craft your perfect cruise vacation of a lifetime for you, your friends, family, or group at an incredible value, and get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way. Now let's tour the beautiful Norwegian Joy. Now the Norwegian Joy is all about incredible food, world-class entertainment, and fun for every member of the family. One of those bits of fun is the Ocean Loops water slide. If you ever dreamed about a drop slide that goes off the side of the ship, this is the one for you. It's an absolute blast. I've done it quite a few times. Now to complement that, you also have the raft water slide on the far side, and there's even some water slides for the kiddos down below. Now what you're gonna see behind me and below me is the pool deck. Now we stepped up one deck just to show you, you've got all kinds of sun loungers here, there's loungers in the shade as well, and then you also have the walking track here. But down below is where the fun happens. So you've got hot tubs, there's several of them here. You got two on this side over there. You're gonna find the kids water park down there. My daughter's gone down that slide a few hundred times in her day. And then you're also gonna have the kids pool. So that's more of the pool for family fun. They've got the life jackets down there, use them as needed. And of course, keep an eye on those kiddos. Now, as you continue through, you've got a ton of seating. So you'll see the chairs right in the middle. Now, this is that perfect place to catch the big game, a movie, or they convert this into a party zone in the evening. You've got the bandstand on the far side. Of course, they'll be rocking out as we sail away in just a few minutes. And then later in the evening, this will be a deck party. Now you have the second pool as well down below. You've got more loungers, and then you're gonna find right below me as well, two world-class bars. You got the surf bar, you've got the waves bar. They're gonna be providing service for drinks throughout the entire area. And of course, you can belly up to the bar, sit and have a great drink with the bartender as well. Now keep in mind with Norwegian, understanding what's included is critical. If you have the Free at Sea program, what does that mean? Well, your Harr Travel advisor will demystify that. They'll go over all the details to make sure you pick the perfect package for you. Now, in addition, you're gonna see that there's some shade underneath where I am right now. It's also the extension of the Garden Cafe. So you can get that buffet style dining, take it right on outside and sit out here as well. Now there's the huge screen that they have. As I mentioned, you can watch first run movies, football games. I remember watching the Super Bowl here not that long ago. It's an absolute blast. So plenty to do outdoor in the sun. The Speedway here on the Norwegian Joy is a first in the industry. It's been such a huge success that they've added it on to all the ships since. You have it on Bliss, Encore, Prima, and Viva. It is so much fun to race on board a cruise ship. I've done it here with my kiddos. I've done it myself as well. So we've done the tandem and the single. It's an absolute blast. Now you definitely do need to sign up. They have some unlimited passes as well if you want to check that out, but it is an additional cost. But once again, it's a cool once in a lifetime experience to go racing on the high seas. Now, one of my favorite complimentary activities on board is miniature golf. A little pink one for my daughter, a little tribute. Let's see what that does, and not too bad. Par 3. Yep, that's about right. Par. Game on. Now, one of the best parts of the recent renovation was doubling up on the size of Vibe Beach Club. This is an adults only experience that guests absolutely love. You definitely want to pre-book it. Oftentimes it sells out even before you get on board the ship. But what this is an adults only space. You pay an upgraded price, you get access for the entire cruise. There's bars down there that have amazing service. Of course, you've got hot tubs down there, you've got cabanas on the far side, and you've got lots and lots of sun chairs. I love my kids. I love traveling with my kids, but having an area like this that's just for adults, to me, combines for that perfect family vacation. So adults can be adults, stay away from the kiddos actually at times. They can go enjoy the kids clubs, all the activities, and you can have this space for yourself. Now it is 2 stories. This used to be the laser tag. They actually took the laser tag out because Vibe has been so popular. This is the upper deck, and then you also have the lower deck down below that stretches back on both sides. Now this is my happy place. It's the haven here on board the Norwegian Joy. As soon as you walk in, you know that you're in a very different place. This is all about true luxury done in a casual style. Now you see you've got a really nice large lounge here. You've got comfy sofas, you've got chairs, you've got small seating areas tucked to the side for 2 and 4, but anchored right in the middle is the Haven Bar. I jokingly call this Cheers because every time you walk by, they know your name, they know your drink, and you're sure to make new friends. To me, this is a big part of the Haven experience. It's also a place where you can come, relax, and lounge during the day, and it's just one of the spots here in the private Haven complex. Now the Haven complex is key card access only, and it's only open to guests that are booked in a Haven suite. Whether you're in one of the aft facing penthouses, the forward penthouses, a midship, or you're located right here in the Haven complex, your key will let you right in and you can enjoy these private spaces. This incredible lounge, the courtyard with the pool, the forward lounge, the restaurant, we're gonna take you through all of it. But for me, this is one of my favorite spots on board the Norwegian Joy. The bartenders are truly world class. They can use all of their skills with mixology. They have a smoker up here, all kinds of different elixirs and fun, but this is where you have a great social experience and you can relax. Now as we step through the door out to the courtyard, you know that you're in a very special place. The Haven Courtyard is one of the signatures of the New Haven and it is magnificent. It's fully climate controlled. You've got the Magra Dome up above so they can open it up to have sunlight in here, fresh air, but wherever you are in the world, it's always the perfect climate. You see the large loungers wrapped all the way around, overstuffed and comfy. You've got the sofas, the love seats, and the chairs on the far side, and they go all the way around the space. In addition, you've got the courtyard pool right in the middle. This is a family-friendly space. Of course, we'll take you up to the adults-only space in a moment, but you got this area where you can sit in the water, put your toes in there, and enjoy, and you've got your own hot tub tucked in the corner. I know for me, traveling with my family, having this space was magnificent. Staying in the Haven, we were just a few steps away from whatever we needed for the kiddos. And of course, one of us could be up there while the kid's napping. We can be down here enjoying. But there's so much private space on the Joy, it really takes the entire experience to another level. Now the Joy was the very first Norwegian ship with this forward-facing lounge. And when I walked through those doors in 2019 for the first time, I knew this was something incredibly special. Now this is a beautiful observation lounge. You've got the large sofas on the far side there. You've got chaise loungers lining all the way along the front. You've got tables and chairs wrapped around as well. And then you can see behind me, you've got a food station. So for breakfast, they'll have light bites, continental style. And then lunch and dinner, they'll put out some light bites and appetizers as well. Vegetables, samosas, empanadas, all kinds of different things that they'll rotate throughout your cruise. So you've got quick grab and go at all times. We're actually turning over the ship right now, so they don't have any food out. They'll put it out for lunch shortly. Now, in addition to that, you also have the espresso maker, so you can come and get that anytime you'd like. You'll have the hot teas. You also have a selection of hot chocolate. My daughter and I absolutely love that. But what this is all about is the incredible light and space. So you've got massive 2-story windows looking out the front of the ship. You've got windows that wrap all the way around the sides of the ship as well. So if you're cruising in a scenic area, this is the perfect place to be. But honestly, any day, it's a great place to grab a book, sit, relax, and enjoy. A few steps up, you're gonna find the Haven Restaurant. Now there's a nice little lounge space just in front of the Haven Restaurant here where you can sit, relax, get a drink before you head on in. It's also a great place to read during the day. Now the Haven Restaurant is truly exceptional. It's a major part of the Haven experience. In fact, for me, this is what it's all about. Absolutely delicious food, served in a wonderful way. They use that yacht style service where they serve everybody at one time, but you have an expansive menu for breakfast, lunch, and dinner each and every single day. And I can attest to the fact that it is absolutely delicious. If you want that surf and turf, that's included for you. For breakfast, the French toast, the avocado toast, all of it is absolutely next level. Now on the far side there, you're gonna see a buffet. So for breakfast, they also have a buffet area. Now I have little kiddos. It was great to be able to grab a few items when we come in, maybe some yogurt and fruit and rolls. They get started right away, and then they proceed with serving you. So for lunch and dinner, it's all gonna be a la carte and seated. Now in addition, keep in mind, one of the great Haven perks is you can actually dine from the Haven Restaurant with white tablecloth service in your Haven suite. So it's really about what you want when you want it. Now, in addition to this absolutely gorgeous restaurant, In fact, they even steam all the tablecloths in between each meal. You're also going to find an outdoor seating area. To me, that complements the indoor, especially when you're sailing in a tropical location. To be able to have a little dining al fresco, enjoy the fresh ocean air and the delicious food is a huge plus. Now, one of the fan favorites of the Haven is the adults-only sun deck. So this is 16 and up, and there's a ton of space to spread out. You've got these day-style loungers here, day beds. You also have extra comfy loungers. They're really thick, and of course, they've got those nice white towels on there for you. Now, this wraps all the way around. It's at the very top front of the ship. You can see those cabanas up there. Those are complimentary, first come, first serve. And then on both sides of the ship, you have a really wonderful hot tub that actually bows out and cantilevers off the side. In Alaska, that is one of the best places to be. In fact, this entire area in the Haven is one of the best places to be in Alaska. You get the views from here, from these day beds, looking out the front of the ship. You also have some really unique bar-style seating here where you can sit here with a drink and of course look out and get those amazing views of the glaciers or wherever you're sailing in the world. Now, I mentioned that this is a really large sun deck. It wraps all the way around, so you've got loungers on the far side as well that look out at the front. You've got the other hot tub, and then you've got more loungers right around. All of this combines for an incredible Haven vacation. They provide bar service up here, world-class service, and inclusions. Perched up above the courtyard pool, you're gonna find this wonderful lounge area. So you've got large loungers here with those pads, the towels. You also have chairs up here. They wrap all the way around. One of the things I love about this is it's climate controlled. The entire area is. So if you're traveling in the tropics, they've got the air conditioner on. If you're traveling in Alaska, they may have the heater on for you, just depending on the day. Or of course, they can open the Magradome up. I love that concept here, that light coming in, that fresh air. But once again, it's perfect for all climate zones. So it wraps all the way around here. They also provide drink service up here as well. Now, one of the signatures of the Joy and the Bliss and the Encore is the incredible observation lounge. Now, it wraps around. You're going to see you have some seating over here on the port side, much more seating over there on the starboard side. But at the very front, you have a massive 2-story window where you look directly out the front of the ship. Now, this ship was originally designed with Alaska in mind, one of the reasons they added so much space into the observation lounge. And you can imagine when you're cruising in the scenic parts of our world, this is perfect, but it's actually perfect anytime. I know my Grammy Loretta, every morning we wake up, we'd find her right here sitting and taking advantage of the beautiful views, and we'd all join throughout the day. Now, you've got seating here that looks out the very front, and then as we step down, as I mentioned, you've got more seating over to either side. But the thing I wanted to point out is you actually have a second Starbucks here on board the Joy. So you've got Starbucks just behind me there. You can get all your favorite drinks once again, frappuccinos, cappuccinos, lattes, espressos, Americanos, and of course they also have all the delicious teas. Now, something new is you can actually get Starbucks mugs from each of the ships. So you can get a Norwegian Joy mug. People really love those. Now, the observation lounge is a lounge. They're going to have music in here later in the afternoon and evening, but it's also a great place to grab a bite to eat. So in the morning, they'll have light bites here. They also have it over on the side as well. And then later on through the day, they'll have appetizers. You can take advantage of the complimentary drink stations in here. And of course, they've got a full bar with amazing bartenders. You can get a drink right here at the bar, or they'll provide bar service all the way around the beautiful observation lounge. Now we're on the starboard side of the observation lounge. There's plenty of seating areas. It's a great place to grab a book, a drink, or a bite to eat. And one of the secrets on boarding day is they do have some light bites in here, so you can come, and it usually doesn't get quite as crowded. But anytime when you're on the Joy, you definitely want to utilize the observation lounge. You get the beautiful floor-to-ceiling views, you got the wonderful service in here, and a fantastic ambiance. Now, one other thing I wanted to point out is this is another place where you can host a private group function, especially later into the afternoon or evening. We've hosted cocktail parties here in the past. Whatever it is that you're looking to do with your group, whether it's a large corporate incentive group, a family reunion group, at Harr Travel, we have you covered. Now we're inside the American Diner. This is a classic nostalgia-driven restaurant. It used to come at additional cost, and now it's included. So you'll see you've got the car behind me here. It's all harkens back to Americana. You get a delicious cheeseburger. Of course, you can start out with some very American nachos as well. They've got a lot of great options on here, once again, at no additional cost. So you've got beautiful decor. I love the open kitchen concept over there. You can smell the delicious food. In fact, I see those pulled pork sliders. I'm going to go after that in just a minute. Ooh, they also have that delicious jalapeno burger. Anyway, I'll be back for all that in a minute. But behind me, you also have a full bar. They're known for their delicious milkshakes. They have a lot of great options there. And of course, they'll provide bar service throughout. In addition to having it served at your table, you can also belly up to the bar and enjoy. Now, if you're looking for a little adult relaxation time, look no further than Spice H2O. This is an adults only area. Every once in a while, late in the evening, they may set it up for a dance party for families, but for the most part, this is where adults can be adults. You've got a large swimming area over there. It's kind of a giant jacuzzi hot tub, if you will. You've got the bar area on the far side, and then you've got seating areas out here with loungers and tables and chairs. Now this also turns into a nightclub style experience later in the evening, so it's usable from early in the morning till late at night. I love that they have the large screen TV, and hey, I found Nemo. My kids are going to be pretty excited there, but they'll use that to watch the big game. You can use this for different parties. You can even utilize this for a buyout for special conferences and things. We've done that late in the evenings as well. But Spice H2O, I love that they have it on the Joy. They don't have it on Encore and the newest ships, so our guests absolutely love to have this complimentary adults only space. The Garden Cafe on board Norwegian is now the best buffet in the space. I love that they've really upgraded their food options and they've really made it an incredible experience. Now all along you're going to find the burger bar. How's it going? You've got burgers and hot dogs, all your favorite Americana, including some delicious chicken tenders. My kids love that station. Continuing along, you've got pizza. So they've got pepperoni and cheese and mushroom pizza. They'll rotate those throughout your cruise. Directly across, you're going to find the bar. Now they're going to provide bar service throughout the entire cafe area. But I wanted to point out a couple things. One, they serve the Starbucks coffee up here, and they have a full espresso maker. So you can start your day up here, and in addition to that, they also have a wide variety of fresh squeezed juices. Now those do come at an additional cost, but I love that concept because I can start my day that way with my delicious coffees and of course wonderful juices. In addition, like I mentioned, they do have all a full service bar, so you can have a mimosa or Bloody Mary in the morning or your favorite cocktail in the evening. Now along here, you're going to find some desserts and fruits, but more importantly, you've got the ice cream station. Ooh, lemon sorbet, I'll be back for that. You've got delicious options. They're complimentary each and every single day. They know me pretty well here. Across, you're going to find a self-service wine station. You also have a Starbucks coffee machine where you can use your card there to purchase. Now continuing along, you're going to find redundancy kind of on both sides here. But as we head further down, you got some made to order Asian. Sometimes they'll do crepes down there. You got some delicious charcuterie options here for lunch. But keep in mind, it's going to be different for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Made to order eggs, French toast, waffles, pancakes, bacon. Of course, let me say that one more time, bacon. They do a great job with all of that. Now here you can see the welcome aboard cake and the very important dessert and ice cream station. Flipping around to the other side, you're going to find more delicious hot entrees. So you've got roast beef over here, you've got some delicious bratwurst and quesadillas, different styles of vegetables, and more grill options here as well. Continuing along, looks like you got more hot dogs, hamburgers, and pastas. This is where Taylor always stops by because you have the made-to-order pasta station. Now you've got the salad bar on the far side there. You've got more fruit here, and of course, very, very importantly, more ice cream. And here's a secret. They have different flavors, so you really need to try them all. That's my job, so if you want to make that your job as well, make sure you stop by. Now for me, this is my favorite part of the entire buffet. I come here every single day. They have truly world-class Indian food here on board. You see a wide variety here to choose from. They've got all your favorite chutneys, and of course, tikka masala and chicken tandoori right there. But you're gonna find different styles of Indian food, and they keep expanding it because it's so incredibly popular. Even my kiddos really love the papadon and the naan bread. If you love Indian food, make sure you stop by. Now as we continue to head forward on the ship, you're going to find the Nestle Vitality Waters. Now this is in the morning. They'll have orange juice, apple juice, grapefruit juice, things like that. And then for lunch and moving into dinner, they'll have the infused water. So you've got strawberry kiwi, tropical mango, and then all your favorites like iced tea and lemonade. Now in addition, you're going to have the drip coffee and hot teas. They've got a collection of teas for you to choose from here. And then you're always going to have the ice machine just over there. Now for me, it's all about that hot chocolate. And well, once again, my really good friend, soft serve. Now my boarding day secret is to go all the way forward. This is usually the last place to fill up. Also, when I'm dining just in general, I'll head over here. I like that they have restrooms tucked just around the corner here. And for me, once again, those memories come flooding back. I had Thanksgiving dinner in 2019 right here. We were traveling with our kiddos. They're little, my niece and nephew, and well, they got to have fun here in the buffet. We got to have our turkey and stuffing. It's once again about making it your perfect vacation. Now, if you're looking to exercise on your vacation, the Pulse Fitness Center is perfect for that. I love all the small touches Norwegian has, the cold towels in the fridge, of course, all the towels for you to utilize, and lots of different styles of equipment. Now, one of the places I usually stop by on boarding day is here. I'll use those foam rollers to roll myself out after a long trip to get here. You've got the balancing over there, yoga mats, TRX style equipment, and then you have an enormous amount of cardio. All along the wall there, you're gonna find the treadmills. You've got several different styles of bikes. You also have ellipticals on the far side there. And then as we continue further along, you're gonna find more of that aerobic style exercise, that cardio. You're gonna have all the different circuit equipment as well, working your upper body, lower body, everything in between. You've got those machines. You've got lots of free weights. You've got a Smith machine over there. You've got several different styles of free weights with the dumbbells, the barbells, also the kettlebells, different styles of medicine balls in here as well. And then right around the corner, you're gonna find a spin room. To me, having a little bit of competition on vacation to exercise is the way I'm gonna do it. Let's check that out now. Well, this is where your instructor is gonna get you hyped. You got the spin equipment around, they've got the shoes around the corner there as well. And I just finished my exercise for vacation. Ciao. So now we're just inside the Mandara Spa here on board the Joy. Now to me, nothing says vacation like a spa treatment. Whether it's a relaxing massage, a facial, a wrap, a visit to the salon or barber shop, they have it all here. But what's brand new for this ship is the incredible thermal suite. I'll take you in there in just a moment. It's the largest one that Norwegian has. You're gonna be really impressed. But first off, let's start right here. Now the check-in area is just in front of me. So you're gonna stop by here when you start your treatments, and it's important to stop by the first day because the spa will be open, you can tour it, they'll answer all your questions. But we do highly recommend that you pre-book your spa treatments. Of course, you can book them when you're on board as well. Keep in mind that sea days fill up first. Now also in here, you'll find quite a bit of retail. Of course, you could take advantage of those duty-free prices. So first off, we're gonna start off in the beauty salon and barber shop. So I'm gonna take you into the barber shop first. I love that they have this. I've been here before. I've had a good shave, a haircut. It's really nice. You can actually pamper yourself. They do facials, even some massages that are tied in. But this is specifically the barber shop for the gents. As we continue through, we'll find the world-class salon. Now in here, they have a partnership with Kerastase from Paris. So they have top quality ingredients. You can get your haircut here. You can get a revolutionary new hairstyle, or you could just be done up to head out and enjoy an amazing time on board. So there's several hair wash stations here, and then of course the salon stations. And as we continue along, you've got your manicure stops. There's 4 of them here, and I love that they look out and take advantage of the incredible ocean views. And then finally, you'll find the pedicure stations. I really like that they're high quality massage chairs. They're also big enough basins for my size 15 feet, but I've had a pedicure right here looking out at those amazing views. It's a wonderful way to spoil yourself. Now after you check in, you go to the locker room, get your robe, your first stop is usually the relaxation room. They're gonna give you a little bit of paperwork to fill out so the therapist can get to know you, the things you like, the things you don't like, so they can customize the perfect treatment for you. In here, it's very relaxing. They've got some infused waters and teas, and it's just a place to kind of get that zen going before you head out and have an amazing treatment. Now, one of your first stops may be the locker room. You can come in here and change. They'll give you a robe and you can get ready for your treatment, or of course, heading into the thermal suite itself. So you've got lockers on either side that you can utilize. You've got these areas where you can get ready. You also have showers and a restroom. Now the thermal suite here on the Joy is a new addition. It's something that guests have been asking for a long time. When the ship was originally built for the Chinese market, it wasn't something that was very important. So this used to be a virtual reality center. Now it is a world-class thermal suite. I love what they've done with it. The most popular thing in all the thermal suites are the heated loungers. I've had back issues for a long time, so to be able to sit, read a book, have that heat coming up from the back, it really does make a difference. Whether you're coming back from a shore excursion or just enjoying a sea day, you're gonna love this space. Now all the way back, they have these beautiful chaise loungers. You also find the heated loungers wrapped all the way around. You've got day beds over here to the side. I love that they have the little tables in between, and you'll see that throughout the entire space. You can grab some of the infused waters or teas and have that full spa experience. Now as we continue through, you've got more heated loungers lining all the way along the aft of the ship. Now for me, I love the views out the aft of the ship. It's one of my favorite spots on any cruise ship, and I love what they've done with it here. Now I want to take you to something brand new for Norwegian. Right behind, you're going to find these 4 Senses loungers. Now it's actually a meditation style bed. You'll sit down in there, they put a little oil back here, so you've got like that eucalyptus, that aromatherapy, but it vibrates gently, it changes colors, and there's some soft sounds that go in there. So these are 4 here, there's no additional cost, but I do know that they're going to be incredibly popular. I tried one out just a few minutes ago. Now, as we continue through, you're gonna find even more loungers here. They wrap all the way along the aft. You can get those incredible views, read a book, maybe even take a dad nap or two. And then as we head to the far side, you're gonna find more day beds. Now, one of the great parts of a thermal suite are the different experiences. Let's check those out now. The first stop is the salt room. This is where you're gonna find Himalayan salts lining the wall. It's kind of a low temperature sauna style experience as well. And you get all of those minerals. It's great for detoxification and energizing you. The next stop is the aromatherapy steam room. I really love this stop. So this is gonna have that moisture in there. They'll put like eucalyptus or something along those lines to help open up all of your senses. Now there's several different experience style showers. You've got the pebble walk right here. On the other side, you're gonna find the swish shower experience where you got the water coming from all sides. And then finally, you have the rainfall ritual. Now this is really cool. It actually starts down on the far side, and as you walk through, you've got the lightning and thunder concept that they have going. You've got the water that's spinning like a waterfall, and then you also have the tropical mist. So the idea is to kind of work your way through it and engage the senses. Directly across, you're gonna find the traditional sauna. This is a huge hit. People absolutely love it. It's what you would find in Finland. It's kind of that standard Finnish style sauna experience. And then finally, you have the ice room. Just behind me, you'll see that it's got ice dropping out of there. So you take it, you'll rub it on your arms and legs. And the idea behind it is kind of engaging your senses in a different way. So you've got the hot and the cold. It's really stimulating. Speaking of hot and cold, you also have a cold plunge pool just up above there. So you can work this entire circuit. You start with the salt room, you can move to the aromatherapy, the sauna, do the hot and cold therapies. And then finally, you can finish at one of my favorite spots, which is the jacuzzi. So they have a really nice sized jacuzzi here, looking out and taking advantage of those beautiful views. Now next to the hot tub, you can see they have even more loungers here. They've got those fluffy towels, the robes. It's all about having an incredible spa day here on board. Now I'm inside one of the couples treatment rooms. They have solo and double treatment rooms like this. For me and my wife, there's nothing more romantic and relaxing than sending our kids to the kids club and coming here and enjoying ourselves. So you can see this is set up for a seaweed style wrap. This one has a shower so they can do all those different types of therapies. You can get facials, different styles of massages. For me personally, I love the turkey oven back there because it signifies that they do the aromatherapy hot stone massage. For me, it's super relaxing, though after a long plane ride, maybe heading to Europe or somewhere else, having a nice deep tissue massage or maybe more therapeutic option is the perfect one for me. They have some Medi-Spa options for you as well, including IV therapy. It's something new for the Joy, but lots of great spa options. Once again, you've got the thermal suite, the salon, all the treatment room options. You can have an incredible spa vacation here on board the Joy. Now this spot brings me a lot of joy. My kids and I love the arcade. We usually get the unlimited arcade pass for the cruise. You've got racing style games, of course, Guitar Hero, got to teach them about that. You've got all kinds of different games with claws. Now keep in mind, the claw games, ones where you win prizes, it's not included in the unlimited arcade, but you can do everything like you've got here with the air hockey. We loved Jurassic Park. I think my daughter and I played that a few hundred times. You've got several different virtual reality style games, Star Wars, skee ball, and then on the far corner, Mario Kart. This is a ton of fun. It does come at an additional cost, so make sure you talk with your kiddos or your husbands. I tend to spend a few bucks in here as well, but you can purchase unlimited, or you can even set a budget for your kids. Now, if you love a delicious brewski, you're gonna really enjoy the District Brew House. You can already see behind me, they have all those different beers on tap, and they have quite a few more that are bottled as well. Now this is a pub. You've got pub games. They'll set up games here on the table. You've got games on the far side there. It's also a great lounge style space. So you see that you have the piano there. They'll have great entertainment later into the afternoon and evening, and lots of places to spread out. Extra comfy couches and chairs. It wraps all the way around, and this is on the part of the ship that kind of bows out to the side. My wife loves this spot because you get incredible natural light, and she loves to sew here. But once again, this is a traditional pub. You've got TVs, you've got all the beers on tap, and of course they have a full bar as well. Now my personal favorite specialty is Food Republic. I've dined here a lot. If you know me, you know how much I love sushi, and they have a variety of delicious sushi rolls. But in addition to that, they have a wonderful variety of different styles of Asian street foods. You've got noodles and rice dishes, you've got delicious satays. You're gonna find a little bit of something for everyone. They've got soups that are out of this world as well. But if you want a great specialty restaurant experience, make sure you stop by here. Now, one cool and unique thing is you actually order right here on the iPad. You put in exactly what you want. You can use your package or you can purchase a la carte. It'll come right over to you. Of course, they provide all the different styles of bar service as well. And you'll see wrapped around, you can even sit at the sushi bar. You can watch the chefs do the incredible handiwork that they do. Now, I oftentimes will use this space during the day if it's not being used for dining, because you get a ton of sunlight in here and you get some amazing views. This is my personal favorite spot because you're actually off the side of the ship. You get those forward views and amazing side views as well. Now, one type of restaurant that you'll generally find at every all-inclusive, every cruise ship, and in every city on earth is Italian, because everybody loves Italian food. And at La Cucina, they do a phenomenal job. You're gonna find all your favorite appetizers. You have delicious pasta dishes to choose from, and then you'll dig right into those incredible entrees. For me personally, that steak is out of this world. But if you love a delicious wine paired meal as well, your sommeliers can work with you to make sure that you have those delicious Italian wines, whether it's that phenomenal Chianti, of course the Pinot Grigio from up north. They're gonna put that together to make sure you have an amazing dining experience. Now keep in mind, for kids, if they're younger than 12 and they order off the kids menu, there is no additional cost, but of course you can purchase a la carte for them, or you can add a package for them as well and enjoy all the specialties. Now, we just stepped outside here at La Cucina, and one of the signatures of the Norwegian Joy and the Breakaway and Breakaway Plus class ships is the waterfront. Now on deck 8, you can walk all the way around the outside here, and in addition to that, you're also going to find indoor and outdoor seating at most of the specialty restaurants. I love dining al fresco. There's something wonderful about the fresh ocean air. Whether you're in the tropics or they have the heaters on when you're up in Alaska, you can dine out here and have a wonderful Italian meal. And keep in mind, the other specialties have that as well. You want to request that when you get seated, that you prefer outdoors, but I have so many memories dining right here at La Cucina, and I know you're going to make your own as well. Now, this specialty is dedicated to seafood lovers. It's ocean blue. I tend to find it to be the hardest reservation to get, so you want to book early. What you're going to find is delicious seafood options. The soups are out of this world, actually. Of course, everybody loves the lobster. You've got the shrimp and crab cakes to start. They also have some wonderful turf options, so you can get that filet mignon and a lobster. Sounds like a perfect combo to me. Now you see they have booth-style seating down the side. They have tables for 2 and 4. They're also going to have seating outside that you can take advantage of. What better place to dine on seafood than looking where it came from? Now, the waterfront is a huge part of the Norwegian Joy. You're going to have incredible ocean views from here wherever in the world you're sailing. They do have heaters under here if you're in Alaska, and of course you get that fresh ocean air in the Caribbean. There's bars out here, there's plenty of lounge space, and I love that you can dine indoor and outdoor at quite a few of the restaurants. You can see this goes all the way around to the front, and you actually pass through by Food Republic and you can head to the other side, so it's a great walking track. It's also a wonderful place to lounge, relax, have a drink, read a book, and just enjoy the joy. Named after the Cavern Club in Liverpool, England, you're gonna find this incredible venue. Now, there's a Beatles band on board that's gonna rock out in here quite a few times. They also do a full show in the theater, but this intimate setting is a wonderful one. You've got the full bar here, you've got 2 tops and 4 tops, you got the stage just out front there, but you're gonna love the entertainment that they have in here. Now, I did wanna warn that you do need to show up early because the seats will fill up, but it's an absolute blast to rock the night away with your favorite Beatles classics. They'll usually do 3 separate shows for the different eras of the Beatles, and once in a while they'll also have some additional bands in here. Just outside the Cavern Club, they have the Cavern Club bar outside. It'll be opening up in a few minutes here. I think that bartender has the best views in the business, but it's one of my favorite places to grab a drink. I love that fresh ocean air. Of course, they provide service all around as well. The entire waterfront is a wonderful concept, excellently executed. Now, on board the Joy, you'll find a ton of retail, and the reason people shop on board cruise ships is to take advantage of the duty-free pricing. With a lot of items, the tax or duty that's associated with it really marks the price up when you purchase on land. So you can stock up on alcohol and tobacco, of course. They have those products for you that are quite a bit less. But then you also have beauty products, cosmetics, all your favorite logo wear, so you can rep the Norwegian Joy all around the world. They also have different time zones over there, so the time zones where you can get wonderful watches, they have jewelry, you can spoil your partner. Really, if you want it, you can find it here on board. Now, in addition to that, I wanted to point out the photo area. So in here, this is where you can get all the photos that the photographers has taken throughout the cruise. Now, it's always optional for them to take a picture, but I like the concept that they can capture you, and then you don't have to worry about going on vacation through a lens. You can sit back, relax, and all you gotta do is tap your card over there. It'll pull up all the different photos that they've taken throughout, and you can choose to purchase one or more digitally or have them print them on different mediums. In addition, you have cameras that you can purchase. Of course, if you took so many pictures you ran out of space on your SD card, they've got those and batteries and quite a bit more. Now, I love music and I love the tropics, and nothing says that more than the Sugarcane Mojito Bar. You've got the bar just behind me. They know all of the favorite mojitos that you may have. My personal favorite is the raspberry one. They've got lots of different options. And then, of course, they have a full bar menu, lots of rums and lots of gin. My absolute favorite. Now, as we continue through, you've got 2 tops and 4 tops. They've got a couch in the corner, lots of comfortable places to sit and relax, but they're gonna be jamming here in just a few minutes. You can dance your heart out, or you can just sit back and relax. Now, another great thing is you also have an outdoor Sugarcane Mojito Bar. So if you wanna have a little al fresco drinks and come back in and listen to the music, you can do that as well. Now, if you love a delicious steakhouse, Cagney's is for you. Named after the late, great Jimmy Cagney's, this is one of Norwegian's original specialty restaurants. You're gonna find a classic steakhouse menu. For me, I always go for the ribeye, more marbling, lots and lots of deliciousness. My wife loves the filet, but of course they have a wide variety of entrees that are to die for, working all the way through those soups and salads. And then of course, we have more than just steak. You got some wonderful fish options. You also have some other seafood options as well. Now, just behind me, you'll see the open kitchen, and I love that they have that open kitchen concept. As soon as you walk in, you're greeted by the host or hostess. You're gonna head right on in, you'll get those intoxicating smells, and you'll start enjoying. Now, Cagney's is a really large space. You see all of it behind me here. It actually wraps all the way around the aft of the ship, so you can also get aft-facing views as well. Make sure you request the perfect view. Now, in addition, being that it's on the waterfront, you also have some wonderful outdoor seating options. Once again, Cagney's is incredibly popular. You definitely want to pre-book. And if you love a delicious steakhouse menu, this is for you. Now, if you love delicious French food, a French ambiance, make sure you take a time to visit Le Bistro. This is the classic French specialty restaurant on board, also one of the Norwegian originals. It's always popular. You've got all your favorites from escargots to delicious duck and beef dishes. If you love French food, and I grew up listening to the sounds of Jacques Pepin and Julia Child, you're gonna love this restaurant. Classic French cuisine, well done. Before or after you dine at Cagney's or Le Bistro, make sure you stop by the A-list bar, or of course, if you're an A-lister. They're gonna serve delicious drinks here. It's perfect for a pre or post-dinner cocktail. It's also perfect anytime just to grab a drink and make some new friends. Now we're inside the theater where you'll find world-class entertainment. You find the full Broadway style show. On here they have Elements. It's an incredible Cirque style show, if you will. Lots of acrobatics. It's really entertaining. In addition to that, they have Wheel of Fortune. This is something that they've recently licensed. It's an absolute blast to play with all of your friends here on board. But they also do entertainment in here, like the Beatles Revolution show. You'll have Beatles in the Cavern Club. They'll do a full show in here as well. And depending on the length of cruise, they'll bring on comedians, different styles of entertainment as well. But this is where you're going to be entertained. It's a large theater. It's all stadium style. It goes all the way up, and you've got the large stage at the bottom. Now we're headed into the local bar and grill, which is quite frankly a spot I wish every cruise ship in the world had. This is your 24-hour neighborhood bar and grill. So behind me, you can see one of the seating areas here. They have delicious a la carte breakfast. It is important to mention this is all complimentary and included in your fare. So you've got delicious breakfast. I love the French toast, the corned beef hash. As it progresses through lunch, you're gonna have some delicious options with burgers, the Reubens to die for, the lechon asado, lots of delicious options, and it goes late into the night. I've been known to have a few chicken wings at 1, 2, 3 in the morning, but it is open 24 hours and they do a great job with it. Now, I did want to point out that the top of the local looks down on the atrium. The atrium is where you're gonna find game shows happening. They've got the large screen with first run movies. It's a really interactive space, so you can sit up here and participate down below. Now you also have high top pub style seating all the way around the local, and then right here is the bar. They'll provide bar service throughout the entire area. Once again, you can take advantage of the interactive nature of the atrium. Just have a great meal for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or a snack in between those meals as well. And on top of it, they even have a really cool adult style arcade. Let's check that out now. So you can see in the arcade, they have some massive interactive games. They've got bowling, basketball, great way to compete with your friends. I'm probably gonna win though. Huge Halo game over here. You've got Guitar Hero, Star Wars in the corner, and then you also have some claw style games. Keep in mind that the claw style games are not included in the unlimited arcade pass, but pretty much the rest here is. Now, if you love to gamble on vacation, they do have a massive casino here on board with just about every type of game to choose from. You got all your favorite slots, the digital kind, the kind you pull down, the multi-game as well, and then you have all your favorite table games. You've got roulette, craps, blackjack, ultimate hold'em, 3-card poker, quite a few options for you to choose from. There's a high roller room over in the corner. Once again, if you love gaming, make sure you check out the casino. Now, a great touch on the Joy is that they do have a smoking area in the casino. It's highly ventilated and it's closed off, so every single cruiser can have the experience they're looking for. Now, continuing along, you've got more games back here as well. You also have the Skyline Bar. It's a great place to watch a game. They've got the big screens, they'll put those on. You got tables and chairs on the far side, and then you can even sit at the bar and play some games right here. This beautiful space is the Manhattan Room. Now, this is one of the complimentary dining spots here on board. You can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner just about every single day, and you can check out the Freestyle Daily to get those times for you. What I love about cruising is trying new things. In fact, most of my favorite foods I tried for the very first time on a cruise ship. I love that concept here. They have a delicious menu. It's pretty expansive. Norwegian has really continued to up their food game. Now, in here you see you've got tables for 2 and 4. They've got larger family tables for up to 10. They can accommodate all of that, and of course you'll get that world-class service that Norwegian's known for. So make sure that when you get on board, you figure out which restaurants you want to take advantage of, especially the complimentary ones. They can get that all set for you. You can sit back, relax, and have a delicious time. Now, when I set foot on the Joy, so many memories came flooding back. I've had incredible cruises with my family here on board, and what I love about a cruise ship is it tells a story. Oftentimes in the life of a cruise ship, they have millions of passengers on board that have an incredible time and visit spots around the world. Now, this is tucked just in the aft of Deck 7, and you're gonna see a bunch of plaques up here. So every time a ship visits a port for the very first time, there's usually a small ceremony and they're presented with a plaque. Now, there's so many memories from this ship. You can see Icy Strait Point, Hoonah, Alaska. Over on the other side, you've got stops in Mexico, all around Asia. This ship really has cruised around the world, and you can see this is just a cool place to come and check out. Now, if you love barbecue and you love country music, there is no better spot on the ship than Q. Now, we're situated just below the theater. It's kind of a unique layout in here, but what I love is you can come down here for a drink and some entertainment, or you can do the full meal and add that on as well. So you see the booth style seating behind me. You also have high tops, low tops, tables for 2 and 4. And then later on in the evening, they'll pull all of these tables away and turn it into a dance floor. So right at the heart, you're gonna have the stage. We've got some great country musicians that come on. In fact, my family and I came down here just about every single evening to listen to the music. Now, you've got a full bar over in the corner. Once again, you can stop by for a drink and a show, or you can have a delicious meal. Now, this is also a specialty restaurant. You can see there's so many choices to choose from, but they do fill up, so we always recommend that you book them as soon as they're available. Keep in mind, with free at sea, you generally have at least a couple included for the first 2 passengers, but you can expand. You can add on more packages. So if you want to take your 2 and turn it into 4 or 6, you can do that. If you have more than 2 passengers in the room, you can also add on additional dining for them. Once again, there's delicious complimentary dining, and of course the specialty complements that as well. Now we're inside one of the rooms of the conference center. Now there's several, of course they can expand this out, but there's lots of places around the ship where you can host a meeting or a conference. At Harr Travel, we've been doing incentives and meetings for over 40 years. We'd be happy to put together yours, take care of all the details for you so you can come on board, whether you're learning, having a reunion, or just getting together with a large group of friends. We know we can take great care. Now, one thing that I really love on board, and it's pretty simple, is this library. I love that they have an old school library. Some of my favorite books I've found on board a cruise ship while I'm cruising. They have a full reference section, and then they also have a card room. Especially on longer cruises, you'll see some fierce games of bridge, and of course families gathering together for fun card games as well. They've got quite a few to you to borrow. They also have different styles of board games. I see Monopoly, Chutes and Ladders, checkers, chess, those kind of things that you can play with friends and family. Now, as we continue forward on Deck 7, you'll find the Park West Gallery. Now, I love this because, of course, you can participate in the auctions, you can purchase art. A lot of our guests do love it, but it's a great place to walk through and enjoy. So you got some of our favorites from Brito and Peter Max and Godard, Thomas Kincaid. You're gonna find a lot of cool things here, and they're here to teach you about it as well. So if you wanna learn a little bit more about the art that they have on sale, make sure you check out the Park West Gallery. Now, as we head forward on Deck 7, we're gonna find Mix Bar. So it's right here in the middle of 2 complimentary dining options. It's that perfect place to meet with friends, maybe get a pre or post-dinner cocktail, or just stop by to visit some of the best bartenders in the entire industry. They're going to also make cocktails for the dining establishments. Now, we've already seen the Manhattan room. I wanted to point out Taste and Savor. So these are 2 additional restaurants. They come at no additional cost. They're included in your fare. And Norwegian has really stepped up their food game in the last several years. Since they were merged with Regent and Oceana, we found that they supply a lot of the things from the same places, and they've really elevated it. There's a lot of choice. It rotates each and every single day. Now they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner in here if you want that seated a la carte style dining. Now I personally prefer to come here rather than the Manhattan room. I find that this is a little less busy oftentimes. They have delicious food and it's really quite expansive. So you can see the seating goes all the way back. They've got tables for 2, 4, and even larger groups that they can accommodate as well. Now let's head over next door. Now we visited Savor, and directly across you're going to find Taste. Once again, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Make sure you check out the Freestyle Daily. It can change for times and things like that depending on if you're at sea or in port. But more seating here. You've got booth style seating on the far side, tables for 2 and 4 over by the window as well. Once again, delicious, complimentary, a la carte dining. Now, if you love fried rice, delicious meats and vegetables, and of course, dinner and a show, you definitely want to reserve teppanyaki. This is one of, if not the most popular options here on board. You're gonna belly up here, and of course, the chef's gonna cook exactly what you're looking for. My family loves to come because it's so interactive, it's entertaining, it's lively. They're gonna take your order early on if you want seafood, you want steaks, chicken, or they have a wide variety of vegetable options as well. So once again, teppanyaki is that hibachi style dining experience. You're sure to be entertained, doing a little singing, a little dancing, and having a blast. Now, a huge part of the Norwegian experience is specialty dining. They've got lots of great restaurants, as you've already seen. They're absolutely delicious, but they do fill up. So they release about half of the space early on. You'll be able to book based on the category that you booked. Of course, your Harr Travel advisor will guide you through that process so you make sure and pick the perfect options for you. But if you didn't book ahead or you want to change when you're on board, you're going to definitely want to stop by on boarding day. So they have it all set up here now where you can customize your private dining experiences. Now, the Social is another great entertainment venue here on board. At its heart, it is a comedy club. You got the stage up front where they have world-class comedians come to entertain you. They've got a wall of those as well. I see Will Ferrell, Robin Williams, some of our all-time favorites up there. But what you'll also find in here is it's a great place to have a nightclub experience. They'll do the silent disco. They'll turn this into a nightclub later in the evening. They even have a full bar on the far side. Another great place to be entertained here on board. Now, you want to pre-book your entertainment as much as you possibly can. It'll open up about 3 to 4 weeks out. You can pre-reserve the main shows. They also have things like Deal or No Deal, Wheel of Fortune. You're going to want to stop by if you haven't pre-reserved it the first day. They're actually getting ready to set up right now to start getting entertainment scheduled. Now, if you enjoy a stogie, you'll really enjoy the Humidor Cigar Lounge. So this is that old classic style cigar lounge. I actually really like it. You've got the dark woods, of course, a large variety of cigars that you can purchase. They've got a TV in here, so they'll have the game on as well. You've got comfy furniture wrapped all the way around. Now, once again, this is a cigar lounge at its heart. The Splash Academy is the kids club here on board, and it holds a very special place in my heart. I first started cruising with Norwegian back in the late 80s with my parents and my grandparents, and now my kiddos take advantage of the Splash Academy. Now, for the littlest kiddos, that's the Guppies Playroom. So that's for under 3 years old. You actually have a playroom right around the side there where they can go. This is going to be hosted by parents or family, so it's not a drop-off. Starting at 3, if they're potty trained, you can do drop-off. They have special activities for the 3 and 4-year-olds. And then for the 5 to 12-year-olds, it's all about dynamic entertainment. So if they are right brain or left brain, they're gonna have arts and crafts. They'll have activities like bowling and gaga ball. Of course, they have themes every single day, and I know my kiddos beg to come back each and every single day. Now, one really important thing to know is you definitely want to stop by on boarding day. They'll give you a tour of the facility, but that's how you sign them up, because they need to get authorization for who can pick them up and drop them off. When I travel with my parents, good friends, I'll give them authorization. So maybe my wife and I are having a delicious meal at Cagney's. My dad can come down and pick my daughter up and head out and have a great time. Safety is paramount, so they're only going to allow you to check the kiddos in and out with an authorized parent or adult that you authorize, and of course you need to have their key card with them as well. I'm sure you can see by now why we love the Norwegian Joy so much. Whether it's the world-class entertainment, the incredible specialty or included food, the amazing service, the bars, all of the fun that you can have here on board. Whatever it is that you're looking forward to, make sure when you're ready to book, you reach out to the experts at Harr Travel. We know the spaces inside and out and have an amazing relationship with the cruise line, and we know we can help craft your perfect cruise vacation of a lifetime for you, your friends, family, or group at an amazing value and get the Harr Travel Signature Service every step of the way. Now it's time to go cruising.